Hey friends, I've been reading through the book of Daniel, and I was reading the other day the story of Daniel in the lion's den. You remember the story of Daniel in the lion's den, one of the most famous stories in the Bible. Daniel is an exile in Babylon. He raises to power in the kingdom. The king likes what Daniel does, elevates him, promotes him. Pretty soon the Babylonians are getting angry with him. The king make a rule that that the people couldn't pray to anybody but the king, because they had tried to find some scandal that they could accuse Daniel of, and they couldn't find anything. The only thing they could think of to attack was Daniel's faith, and so they found a way to do that. The king made the rule. And this is where the interesting part comes into me. The Bible doesn't tell us a lot about what happened in the background, but I think there's a reason for that. There's no indication whatsoever in the Bible that Daniel tried to appeal his case. There's no indication in the Bible that Daniel went before the king and complained. No indication of any social media posts that Daniel may have put up discrediting the king or any of his colleagues. Nothing like that. It says, if you read through it, it almost sounds like Daniel heard the rule and he just went about his day. So went about his day as usual. And when he came time for him to pray, because he prayed 3 times a day, in front of an open window, when it came time to pray, you know what Daniel prayed for? He didn't pray for deliverance. He didn't pray for ill will for the co-workers that were trying to get him. He praised and he worshiped God, and he thanked God. We live in evil times, just like Daniel did. I mean, people killing people for their faith, school shootings, churches being burned down, assassinations, an evil time. Daniel didn't let those things bother him. He didn't let those things affect him. He went about his day on a regular basis, and when he got to his time to pray, he never, ever stopped doing that, and his prayers were always focused around thanksgiving and praise and worship. So let me ask you something that I asked myself when I saw that. How often do I allow the things that are going on around me to affect my view of life, my view of other people, maybe even my view of God, because the only way we see God sometimes is through his people, and let's face it, God's people can be real jerks. How often do we, in the midst of all that, fall to our knees and praise God and worship God for who he is? Hey, thanks for listening. Share this with somebody that might really need some encouragement right now. Be encouraged by the fact that God is still in control, and we can trust him in everything that we do. Thanks for listening. Have a great day.